what I would like to do is a collection video and maybe a declutter, hopefully. I have a massive haul coming up for you guys, and so I would like to maybe try and declutter a few more things. And just so you guys know, when I declutter, I typically give to my mom, and whatever she doesn't want, she normally will either give back to, she'll see if I want it back, or she'll give it to some friends at work. So yeah, that's just what I do with my makeup. So as you can see here, I have my, that way, palettes and then some lip products. And I'm not going to be getting rid of anything out of here because these are new to my collection, obviously. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be getting rid of a lot, if anything at all. Really what I need to kind of declutter is more so my face products. I have a real big issue with face products. So I guess we will just go ahead and get started. So right here, I have my KKW Beauty palette, and I will not be getting rid of this at all. I love this little palette. Super pretty. I wish I had a better way to set this up. I'm going to be getting a desk soon, hopefully, so then this will be better. Then I have the mini star palette. And once again, these are super small and tiny, so they don't take up a lot of room. So I will not be getting rid of that. I have the mini nude palette. My son got a hold of this palette and dropped it. So this shade is, didn't shatter, but it's kind of broken in there. So I have to be careful. But I love this palette. I love this to highlight the inner corner and brow bone. It's just a super beautiful shade. So we'll not be getting rid of this. Then I have these are all going to fall. I have the NARS, which one was this? The Wanted palette. And we'll never, ever, ever be getting rid of this. I saw they put it back on Ulta. So if you guys had wanted this palette and didn't get your hands on it, it's back there. If you watched my first eyeshadow palette collection video, then you know the story behind this, that my mom bought this for me for my 22nd birthday, and I adore this palette. It literally means so much to me. So I will never get rid of that. And then I have the NARS Skin Deep palette, and I have not used this. I love this palette, but I have not used it. But I'm glad I have it in my collection, and it will be going nowhere. And then what I did was I had the Yes Please palette and the Dream Street palette by ColourPop, and then the Sweet Talk palette. And there were just a few choice shades in each palette that I really, really liked. And so I picked my favorite packaging. And then what I did was, since these pop out so easy, I took out all the shades from all three of the palettes and then just put the ones that I wanted to keep in this packaging. So like this shade right here is from the Dream Street. I know a couple of these are from the Yes Please palette. This one is from Dream Street. I think this one is from Dream Street. These down here I believe were, and then this one I believe were in the Sweet Talk palette already. But yeah, if you guys only have a few choice shades in each of your ColourPop palettes, but you like the packaging, just pop it out with a tack. As you can see, I accidentally dug the tack right in there. But yeah, so I really like this because I made it myself. So not going to be getting rid of that. Whoa. Next we have the KKW Beauty. This is the Classic palette. Looks like this. I was debating on this one. I love her brand and the aesthetic of it. I love the nude, super plain packaging, which KKW Beauty is now available in Ulta for those of you that do not know. So if you got some points that you want to use and, you know, try it out, it's a great time. This palette is beautiful. I've worn this multiple times, and the more that I look at it, I really don't want to let it go. I'm not ready to let it go right now. So I will be hanging on to this one. Next up, we have the Sultry palette, and I just posted a picture of this on my Instagram because I absolutely just adore this palette. I wore this palette the other day. It's so beautiful, and if you find this at TJ Maxx, seriously, scoop it up. Like, you need to have this palette. Obviously, if you're into these cooler tones and stuff, don't buy it just to have it. Like, only buy it if you're going to use it. But I love this palette so much, and I'm not getting rid of it. Next up, we have the Night and Day palette by Revolution Pro. Here's what the packaging looks like. And I bought this palette for this one shade up here. And then the more that I started swatching them, like, all of these are super pretty. And if you compare it to the actual, like, a Pat McGrath palette that this is duping, there was one girl on Instagram, I don't remember her name. She actually doesn't really speak English, so I don't ever understand what she's saying. But she did a comparison with this palette on one eye and the Pat McGrath one on the other eye, and they literally looked the exact same. So I know I'm pretty bad about wanting the actual brand's palette, but with this, I didn't care enough, and these shades are just so pretty that I just went ahead and grabbed it, and I do not regret it at all. This is available at Ulta, and I believe it was $20. I got mine for $10 because I had a $10 off coupon. But yeah, go into Ulta and swatch this if you were eyeing the one that looked, or if you were eyeing the Pat McGrath one that looked like this, because this is a beautiful, perfect dupe. Now, next, I actually had given this to my mom and then asked her if I could have it back. This is the Too Faced, what one was this called? I don't remember what this palette was called. Packaging is absolutely adorable. I had given this to my mom and then asked for it back because of this shade right here. And in this shade right here, I had used a lot for like the inner corner and brow bone. But I'm not sure. I think I want to keep it because I really just want to keep it for the packaging because, I mean, that's just super cute. I'm not really like a huge Too Faced person. There's a few choice items that I love, but I think I'm going to hold on to this a little bit longer. And it's funny because I told her, she was like, if you want anything back, you can take it back. And I said, honestly, one of the only things I want back is this palette. And she was like, oh, that's okay. She was like, I haven't quite figured out how to use that palette. So, yeah, I did take it back. I'll insert something if I end up decluttering it, but for right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep. Now here we get to my Lorac palettes, and I am a diehard Lorac fan. I love their eyeshadow formula. This palette, as you can see, I hit major pan. I'm getting pretty close to some of these shades up here. I love this palette. I love Lorac's mattes. They are one of my favorite matte formulas, and so this one is definitely going to stay. I would love to do like a project pan on this palette and see if maybe I can completely use it up, but this one is not going anywhere. Now this one, see, I really struggle with these because part of me wants to keep all of them, but I don't need all of them. Like, I don't, let's just see. Oh, they're so soft though. Like, I don't know. Like, I love Lorac. I really do. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with their palettes at all. But I don't know. I just don't think, I need to keep this. I don't know. I think the only shade that's really keeping my attention are like these up here. And I have a black. I have grays. This navy shade though, oh, there you can see me. Hi! This navy shade is just like, yeah, I don't know. I think I can go ahead and let this one go. I do. I have had it for quite a while, and I just think it's time to say goodbye. So now moving on to the Lorac Pro 3. This one it's so beautiful. I can always rebuy these if I absolutely have to, but like, oh, there's a swatch. But I think I can let this one go too. So, and this one I bought to complete my collection last year when it first released. I actually bought it at Kohl's because I had a coupon. So I got this for like 25 bucks. That's why I bought it. But I'm not really into these types of colors. Like I love the, like this first row of mattes up here. I really like those. But for the most part, I don't know. I think my mom would really love this palette too. So I'm going to clean these up and give them to her tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'm going to let this one go too. So. Now, this is a recent purchase for me. And I don't know. I know I just bought this, but like, I bought this palette on Afterpay, by the way, so I didn't like full front, which I love Afterpay, but I don't know if I wanna. It's so pretty and it's my only Kylie palette, but like, I don't know. I don't. My mom loves greens. Like, she really loves greens. And I don't know. It's really pretty, but I just don't think that I'm ever really going to. I dug into it a little bit, and there's swatches of it on my Instagram. If y'all want to go see it, they're in my makeup highlight. But I honestly think I'm just going to go ahead and pass this on to my mom because I think she really, really liked it when I showed her pictures. She thought it was gorgeous. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass it on to her. Now what I have here is my Lorac. This is the Luxe Diamond palette, and I have a video using this palette in the family vlog if y'all want to go watch that. I'm not ready to get rid of this one. I think the reason I'm okay with getting rid of the other ones is because I do have this one, and a lot of the tones that are in those other palettes that I like are also in this palette right here. So yeah, I'm really, and this red for Christmas time, like, yes, perfect. So I'm not ready to get rid of this one yet. It's a great palette, by the way. Sold at Ulta. I'm assuming it's on Lorac's website, but yeah, I'm not ready to get rid of this one. Next, we have my favorite palette of all time, the Natasha Denona Gold palette, and I'm not getting rid of this. I mean, can we just... I love this palette. Like, these shades are just, look at that. Swatch this gold. Like, look at that. Yeah, no. This palette is absolutely going nowhere. Gorgeous. If you don't have it and you have been contemplating it, highly, highly recommend. Will always recommend this palette. I thought that like the whole bathroom idea was going to be like a really good idea, and it's just not working out the way that I wanted it to. Next, we have my Kylie palette with my Sydney Grace shades in it. This one actually is a shade from the Dose of Colors and I Love Sada E palette. I decluttered the other shades, but actually, did I? I think I decluttered all of them, except for this one. That's the one shade I kept because I don't have anything like that, and it's absolutely beautiful. This, I think, is Kylie. There's a couple of Kylie shades in here, and then the Dose of Colors shade, and then the rest are all Sydney Grace shades, and I do have a video on this palette if you guys want to go check it out. But yeah, no, I built this, and I have gotten this to the perfect way that I love it, and I'm not getting rid of this. Okay, now I have my Sephora Warm palette, and I'm just gonna throw this away because it's annoying. Y'all, I want to love this. Like, I want to use this. I do. I really do. But I just don't. I gave it to my mom once, asked for it back almost immediately after. But, like, I just don't. I don't know. It's good quality. It's not a bad palette at all. I just do not gravitate. I gravitate towards these last two rows right here, which I'm sure I can come up with the same look in other palettes that I have. And I love the heavy duty like packaging on it. And I love Sephora's brand. But like, I don't know. I just don't think that I need to keep this. And these two shades down here are the main reason I wanted to keep it. But I don't know. I think I think I just need to let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. Next up, these last couple palettes, I have my Jaclyn Hill palette, and despite what people think about her, I freaking love this palette, and in a lot of my videos, this is the palette that I'm using. I normally use this shade right here as a transition shade, and then I'll mix like this shade right here and this shade to deepen up the crease, and then I'll put this a little bit on the outer corner lower lash line. I'll use this shade to smoke out the lower lash line so that it's not so dark. Then I use this shade like halfway through my lid, kind of like a cut crease, but like not a cut crease. And then like these two shades I love using as inner corner highlights. And this blue down here, one time I did a look with this blue and like this emerald dark green shade, and it was absolutely stunning. And so yeah, I'm going to keep this palette because I do truly love this palette. And then I have my new baby right here, which you guys will be seeing a video on. It's so big I can't even fit it into the thing. I have not swatched this yet because I want to do a whole video on it, and I also want to do Instagram swatches and stuff on it and take a beautiful picture of it. So yes, this will obviously not be going anywhere. Okay, I'll fix all that stuff later. Okay, next I have my lip products, and I already gave one of these to my mom. I have the shade Flesh 3, which looks like this. Beautiful, beautiful shade. And then I have 1995, which actually the other day this like popped out of its base. But I love this. I'm not going to be getting rid of either one of these. I think I gave her the one that's in, I don't know how you say it, Omi Eye. I don't know how you say it, but I won't be getting rid of those. Then I have my Fenty Gloss Bomb, which is half empty. Love. My Fenty Diamond Milk, also love. A lot of my lip products I have, I'm not going to get rid of because honestly, this is it. I have my little Sephora lipstick, and then I've got my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, and Can't Relate. A lot of these are new, like my Artist Couture lip gloss, and then my Lip Injections lip glosses. I have a couple of these from last year's holiday set. I love Sugar Cookie. Is that the shade? Yeah, Sugar Cookie is beautiful. And then also it's always good to have a red. I decluttered the other two because they were just way too orange on me and it looked weird. The one that I know I can get rid of is, oh, I don't have it anymore. I thought it was back here. This one honestly could probably go. This is so old. I don't even know if it's good anymore. Like, I don't even know, like, do y'all see that like white ring up there? I don't know if it just like needs to be mixed back around. I'm gonna have to smell it and see if it's still even good. Let me just see. Yeah, I mean, it still smells okay. I've just had this for almost 2 years now. I mean, it's not all gunky or anything. And it smells okay. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it because I love dabbing this in the center. This is Kylie, the shade Libra. I don't even think she has this shade anymore. I bought this before my son was born, right before he was born in November 2017. So, and this is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Trap. Yo, this thing does not come off, like, at all. I wore this thing for like 12 hours one day. It did not come off. I can't, it doesn't smell bad, and it's not like separated or anything, so I think I can keep this one a little bit longer. So yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna be getting rid of any lip products because like I said, I keep up with my lip products because they do expire faster. So yeah. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys and we're gonna go through some base products. Okay guys, so now this is where all of my base products are, is in this drawer. This is what overwhelms me. I love a lot of what's in here. I just don't use everything that's in here, so I don't need to keep everything. So I guess we're just gonna go ahead and get started. This is my little NARS palette that I put in my favorites. This was last year's holiday. I love this thing. I use it like every single day, so this is going absolutely nowhere. Then I have my Park Ave Princess palette, and I love this for the 2 highlighting shades. So I use this shade Princess Cut as a contour shade. It's perfect. I wish that this palette was just like these 2 shades and these 2 shades. I could have done without the shade Crown and Carrot. They're just way too shimmery and I don't really prefer them, but sometimes I will just put them on my my eyes if I'm just trying to get out the door and I just want something to make my eyes look not so dull. But I do use this palette every single time I do my makeup because of those 2 shades, so I'm going to keep this. Okay, next I have my Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow palette, and I love this palette, and especially the cream shade is super beautiful, and this is newer to my collection, so this will be going nowhere. Then I have my Hourglass. This was last year's palette. I love this. This is my favorite blush shade. I love, honestly, just everything in this palette. They're, what are these called? They're finishing powders. Yeah, wow, I'm an idiot. Are absolutely some of my favorite things in this entire world, and you can never have too many of them, so this palette's going nowhere. Then I have my Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting palette, and I've recommended this palette, and I put this, I think this was in my favorites video. If it wasn't, it needed to be, because this is honestly like my favorite thing ever. I love using this. I mix all 3 of them together, and you can brush them all over the face, or I love using them for highlight. It gives the prettiest glow. I can never say it enough. Hourglass is one of my absolute favorite brands. So this, I will, if I ever run out of this, will definitely repurchase. I love this. Now this, I don't know. I've been going back and forth on this because the only reason I really use this is for the highlighting shade. And I love using it under my eyes. There's actually, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but there's a really good dip in there. But I don't use the highlighters. I don't really care for this blush too much. It's a beautiful palette. It's just, oh, that's a great view. It's a beautiful palette, and the shades they all blend perfectly. I just don't really reach for it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to the Cali Contour Kit by Smashbox. Okay, and then next, this one's cracked, but these aren't going anywhere because I just got them, and you guys will see in my video. My friend from Scotland sent them, and they're not going anywhere. She also sent these, and like, how beautiful is that? Yeah, no. I will say though, Amy, I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest fan of this. This is the shade Katie. It looked a lot different online, but this is like a very, very blue-based pink blush, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm gonna have to really play with it and see, but I just wish it was a different color, honestly. But I picked it out, so it's my fault, but it didn't look like this online, so I don't know, but just throwing that out there. Then I have the Golden Hour bronzer by Sephora. What is this? Daybreak, in the shade Daybreak. I think that's what it is. This bronzer is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. It's massive. It blends so nicely and seamlessly, and I do not plan on getting rid of this bronzer. I really like it. I have a really bad bronzer issue. I don't know what it is, but give me all the bronze. Then I have my Marc Jacobs Tantastic bronzer. I love this bronzer for a lighter, more subtle, and I can also contour with this, so not going anywhere. Also, I have like the rose gold limited edition one from last year, so keeping that. And then I have the Marc Jacobs. This is the Guilty, which I've seen a lot of people have been finding this at TJ Maxx, and I think it's currently on sale on their website. But this, I wish it was smaller. Honestly, like I wish it was like a half size in this packaging. But I'm not getting rid of this. I was chomping at the bit last year for this to release. And so, yeah, don't plan on getting rid of that anytime soon. You do have to be a little bit darker to wear it though. And right now I haven't been self-tanning, so I've been fairly pale. So I haven't been able to wear it, which kind of sucks. But I'm about to start tanning again, so we will be good. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to, my kid's asleep right now and I don't want him to wake up and come in here and try and attack all this stuff, so I'm having to put it back. Okay, now this is where we start getting down to the hard part. Okay, so this is the Coty Airspun powder. I recently hauled this and it's beautiful, but let me tell you why I don't want to keep this. I hate this. I hate this packaging so much. There is like no way to keep this from being messy. Like I don't even want to move it. And so I think I may just give this to my mom because she doesn't mind getting glitter everywhere. I'm very anal about that kind of stuff and don't like it. So I think I'm just going to give this to her because I just will never, ever, ever reach for this because of the packaging. I know that's lame and some of y'all probably really are like looking for this, but I can't deal with it. So we're gonna say goodbye to this little dude. Although there is a swatch of it on my makeup highlight series on my Instagram if y'all want to go see what it looks like. This is the Bare Minerals highlight in the shade Free. This is not as, okay, first of all, you look at the swatch, right, and it looks stunning. This is not as pretty to me. Like something about the way that it goes with my skin, it's not as pretty to me in my own house as it was in the store. And I don't know if it's just like the lighting thing, because it's a beautiful highlighter, don't get me wrong, but it feels, I know Mel Thompson raves about this one, and it feels, it's like, it's thicker. I don't know, that's the best way I know how to describe it, is it's like it's thicker, and I don't like that. I think that's why I like the Hourglass powders and like this NARS highlight so much, because they're thinner. But this, I don't know, I just don't like the way it looks on my skin. So I think I'm just gonna pass this one on to my mom. Okay, next I have my oh so classic Becca Champagne Pop. Now this I do not want to get rid of. I honestly should probably buy a new one because I've had this for a couple years, but like, see that, I don't know if I wiped the other swatch off, but like that's what I like. I love Becca's formula because it's thinner, and so that one I'm going to be keeping because I absolutely love it. And yeah, beautiful highlighter. Now this one is my little mini Fenty Beauty. I'd actually given this to my mom too and asked for it back. I want to really love this highlighter and I don't know why. I just don't, because you see the swatch. Oh, this is in the shade Hustler Baby. It's in that little set she has. Okay, maybe I do love it. I don't know, it's so pretty. And it's tiny, so I think I can justify keeping that one. I love using it more as like an inner corner highlight though, and like a brow bone highlight, more than I do like an actual face highlight. So, and then this of course is my Jouer Skinny Dip highlighter, my all-time favorite highlighter ever. It's so, their highlighters are so soft. This is the type of formula I want when I think of highlight. Like, I just, like, it's so beautiful, and I will never, ever, I kind of want to get another one just to have in case something happens to that one. I know it's a little bit ridiculous, but yeah, so that one's not going anywhere. Then I have my Fenty Beauty. This was the How Many Carats highlighter. I love this highlighter so much. Have y'all seen the new Lorac and Rachel Zoe collab? Because they came out with a highlighter that looks similar to this and I will be buying it. and I want to compare them because I love this one so much. So that one's not going anywhere. It is more kind of glittery, but it's like very, very fine glitter. Like I can't get the glitter off my hand. But yeah, I'm going to be keeping that one. Then I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Oh So Famous Amrezy highlighter. And of course, this will be going absolutely nowhere. Okay, and then I have my Marc Jacobs Flesh and Fantasy blush. And I don't really have a lot of blushes. That's so pretty though. I don't know. My mom doesn't really wear these types of shades, so I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna keep that because I don't really have a lot of blushes in my collection, honestly. So, and I bought that for my birthday this year. And then next I have the Cheek Leaders Mini Bronze Squad. I hate this package. I don't know why, but I do. I've kind of contemplated potting it. I love this. And then the shade Cookie, which they came out with a single, and if I hadn't known they were going to do that, I probably would have just waited for that, but I fell into the hype and got scared that it was going to be limited edition, so I grabbed this. I don't regret it because I do like the blush, although this palette smells straight up like floral. I don't know what that's about, but I do love, I can use, it's a one-stop shop. You've got your bronzer and beautiful highlighter and a blush, so, and this is the type of blush that I like, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Oh, please don't break even more. Okay. Now is where we get down to the wire here. Oh, I also have this Marc Jacobs. I used to mix this with my primer. Because I've never been a huge like cream person. Oh, that's so pretty though. So pretty. Look at that. Oh man. See, this is why I hate doing this. Like, there's some things where I'm just like, I'm done with this. Like, I can pass it on. My mind is made up. But then, like, I see stuff like this, and I'm like, am I, though? Like, I kind of wish that I could just, I want to just get, like, the mini one because I don't want this huge bottle because I feel like it's going to waste. But it's so pretty. I think I'm going to hold on to this a little bit longer. I may end up decluttering it and giving it to my mom, but because she would like rub this all over her body. That's the type of stuff she does. So I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to it because it's too pretty. Okay, and now I have my Physicians Formula bronzer. I love this bronzer. I would definitely 100 times over repurchase it. If you were to ask me what bronzers I recommend, is the Hourglass bronzers and this bronzer. Obviously, you can tell by how much I've used. I may try and get a little bit more use out of it, but I'm kind of contemplating just tossing it because it is getting really old. And every time I use it, like, just a little bit more breaks. And I'm not into the whole pressing thing. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not. I don't care that much. This bronzer I could just rebuy. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to put this to the side for now. Okay, and then we have my Hourglass Ambient Luminous Bronze Light Bronzer, and I use this all the time and it doesn't look like I've touched it, and I don't understand why, but I'm keeping this one. And this one is the MAC bronzer in Sun Soaked Strip. This was from their Electric Wonder collection. This one's a little bit darker, so I do have to have more of a tan to use it, but I am keeping this one, even if it's just solely for the packaging. And then I have my Glossier Play Night and Shine highlighter in Platinum Rose. This was in my favorites video, not going anywhere. Highly recommend. This is my Milk Makeup highlighting stick in the shade Lit. I want to like this. I just don't. I'm not into this whole stick thing. It's so cute and little, but like my mom, I gave her the other one in the even smaller one that I got, and she uses it on her lips. And so I may just give her this one because I don't reach for this, because I tried to use it one time and even like under powder, it broke up my foundation. and I'm just not in the mood to like deal with that type of stuff. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it on to her. I bought that because Nicole Concilio raved about it, and that's why, but yeah. Okay, then I have the Anastasia So Hollywood Loose Highlighter. Y'all, okay, y'all see the difference? You see how this has a lip on it? So it doesn't automatically all fall out. So this one, it's so chunky. I love the packaging though. It's just, oh. See, I feel like if you really buff this into the skin, you see how pretty that is? Yeah, I don't think I want to get rid of that. Gonna need a new wipey. Okay, and then I have my Laura Mercier, this is the Translucent Glow Powder. I love using this as a subtle highlight. Absolutely beautiful, not going anywhere. Then I have my Milk Makeup Bronze Stick in the shade Baked. I do like this, don't want to get rid of this. Okay, so this is the Artist Couture highlight in the shade Gold Digger. This is freaking, I love Artist Couture's highlights. I probably should have closed the sifter. Okay, well, that's my mistake. I love this. I'm not getting rid of this. And they're actually pretty affordable. Then I have these 3 little minis here. This is the Cocoa Bling powder. I'm gonna keep that one. Now these, I'm not so sure about. I have the shade Conceited. Let's just dip in there. These are so tiny though and don't take up like any room. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't know, can y'all see that? Oh. And then this one is in the shade Yes. This one honestly kind of looks like that Coty Airspun shade. Okay, that one I feel like I could let go of in the shade Yes, but the one in Conceited and Cocoa Bling, those 2 little minis, the Cocoa Bling I'd actually gotten as a, it was like a free promo thing that Sephora was doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the shade Yes and keep Conceited. Okay, next, this is my e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. I had hit pan on one of these and then tried to depot it and shattered it, so I bought another one. I like this. I raved about it in my haul video. But do y'all ever get something and then you get another one and the formula feels different? That's how I feel with this. And I don't understand why. I've already given my mom one of these, so she's probably gonna have 2, but I think I'm just gonna go, I got this for free because I had used points and had a coupon, so I didn't pay for it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this because it doesn't work the way that the one that I had did. So, yeah. And plus I have a ton of bronzers. Now this one is the Becca Bronzed Bondi or Bronze Bondi, however you want to say it. When I swatched this in store, they were sold out and I was so upset because I thought it was the prettiest thing. But now when I look at it, it's super red toned. Like super like Oompa Loompa orange red undertone type thing. And like that's just not my gig, so I don't ever really reach for this anymore. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass this one on too. And then these are just some lashes back here that are irrelevant. And then I have 2 powders. I have my MAC Studio Fix powder and then my... Does anybody else's packaging do this? Like, this is the Jouer Soft Focus powder. Does anybody's packaging do that? Because it annoys the absolute crap out of me. It's a beautiful powder, but... So these I'm obviously going to use, so I don't need to get rid of those. So now, let's see what all I can fit back in here. Okay, I'm going to wait on those, especially because one of them's broken, so it scares me. So, okay.
I'm gonna put this here.
there we go. We were able to get rid of a whole basket. I may try and maybe put all these back in here. I don't know. So, I didn't get rid of a whole lot, but I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things out of that drawer. So, I mean, hey, that works, right? Okay, now we're going to go, before my battery dies, we're going to go into this baggie right here. This is the bag that holds, like, if I can not knock my soda down. This holds, like, concealers, foundations, random sprays, brow products, stuff like that. I don't really have a lot in here that I'm going to get rid of, but I will say, because, like, a lot of stuff I'm almost finished with. And yeah, but there are a couple things I want to get rid of in here. Okay, so this, guys, I have tried to make this work. I don't know if I just got the wrong shade or if it's just me, but I cannot make this work for me. And it smells very heavily of paint. And this is the shade 145. I wanted to, 145, however you want to say it. I wanted to make this work and I just can't. And so I'm tired of getting frustrated every time I try to use it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. And this one, oh my God, does anybody else's packaging like build up goop like that? And then whenever, I guess I could bring it into frame, huh? Then whenever I shut it, I have to be super careful or it like splatters everywhere. I've been trying to finish this up. I don't know if you're going to be able to see in there, but I can't do it anymore. It like makes my under eyes look dry and crepey. And this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige. Yeah, I'm done dealing with this, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Now, I think, for the most part, this is almost empty. This is my kid got a hold of it and smushed it. But I gave the highlight stick to my mom, but I'm going to keep that. Some of the stuff in here is new. Like a couple of these concealers are from my friend Amy. This right here is a white eyeliner, and I have this one in the shade. What is the shade? Where's the shade? BCC, I think that's the shade, by Milk. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this white eyeliner by NYX. And I think, honestly, that's all I'm going to get rid of in here because, like I said, most of this stuff is half empty or, like, I'm still currently using. So, yeah. Okay, so I think that brings us to the end of my declutter. As you can see, I have some setting powders down there, but 2 of them are almost empty. 3 of them are new. 2 of them I can finish setting powder, so I'm going to keep all those. And I don't really know a lot of people that, I don't have a lot of people that really use finishing powders. And then up there I've got my brushes and my Viseart palettes on display. And so, yeah. Kind of an overview of everything we're getting rid of. I know it's not a lot, but like I said, if you watched my makeup I gave my mom video, then you know that I already declutter pretty frequently. I'm not one to kind of hoard on to things really. But I did want to go ahead and get rid of a couple more things because like I said, I did buy quite a few things recently. So like and subscribe this video, or like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell because I will be uploading a massive haul. I've got actually like 6 videos coming that are going to be pretty entertaining, so look out for those. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope to see y'all in my next video. Bye guys. Okay guys, so I'm back. I had a little bit more time to decide on some stuff that I wanted to declutter again, and I'm going to go ahead and declutter the little KKW Beauty palette because I have such similar shades in my Sydney Grace palette. And then the only real reason I was keeping this palette was for this shade right here called Best Friends. But in my Revolution Pro palette, the Day and Night palette, it has this shade but like 20 times better. So, oh, and this was called the Clover palette, by the way. I don't know why I was such a ditz and couldn't remember that. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And then I actually just ordered the Biba palette. So it's got such similar shades, and I can guarantee you I'm going to be reaching for that over this. Same thing with the Star palette. The main reason I kept it was for this shade right here. I don't even know what's that shade called. Orion, something Orion, DC Orion. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. And then I did decide that I'm going to go ahead and give these to my mom. I've had them for about a year, and they don't smell. They're still good, but I don't know why my camera won't focus. I accidentally was pressing buttons and messed something up. But yeah, if I really, really want these back, I can just buy the mini one. But I'm going to go ahead and give these to her and let her get some enjoyment out of them. And then this right here is just a black eyeliner that I've only used a couple times. I've got like 3 black eyeliners, and so I'm just going to go ahead and give that one to her. And then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. I tried to wear them, and I just don't like the way they look on me. I don't know what it is. It's Flush 3 in 1995. I love the way they swatch, but like when I wear them, I don't like the way that they look on me. I don't like the way they look on my lips. I don't know if it's the matte formula or what, but they make my lips look really cracked. So I don't know. And then Amy, I'm sorry, I love you, but I do not love this blush. I've tried to wear it, and I hate the color. That's my own fault because I picked it. I don't know why. I'm going to have to get online and see why I picked this, but it is so, like, just baby pink. I don't know why my camera won't focus. Like I said, I messed something up. But it's like chalky and just super baby pink, and I hate the way it looks on me. It makes me look like I'm flushed. And like, look, that's what it did right after I swatched it. The Illamasqua highlighter is beautiful, but this is just a no-go for me. I will never wear this. So Amy, I love you, but I think I'm going to give this to someone who will actually wear it. So please don't be mad at me. You said you wouldn't be mad at if I wanted to. Oh, there was something else that I meant to. Oh yeah, I was going to go ahead and get rid of the, the Kylie Libra, because I ordered a Kylie lipstick that is similar to this, and I'm going to wear that one a lot more. So, now I'd already given my mom the lip liner that came with this kit. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that. I forgot to grab it. So yeah, some more stuff I'm passing along. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.